Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch. Well, a quite chilly morning this morning. I think we were in the single digits. I think it was around 9 degrees or so, maybe 10, but right around there. Should warm up above freezing today. Yesterday, I don't know that it got above freezing, or maybe right at that mark, but we'll see. Of course, there's always stuff going on in the news. There's always some kind of disaster. You know, yesterday, I guess California got freaked out over an earthquake, that there was going to be a tsunami when there actually wasn't anything. But, you know, that's not that unusual. Usually when many earthquakes that are, you know, happen in the ocean, that they have tsunami warnings. So that's not that unusual, but it was a pretty significant size earthquake, you know, around a 7.0. We'll see if that's the only activity, if it's just a one-off thing, or if, you know, we see more activity, you know, earthquake activity. Anyways, I saw something this morning that I thought we need to talk about, okay? It's not necessarily in the news as being reported, but it is something being reported online. And it's talking about technology and talking about AI. And I know that some of you are really tuned into this. You kind of stay on top of all of this. Not so much you're into technology, but you stay on top of the fact that technology could be the beast. I mean, some of, you know, the beast system, that AI may be that. All of this push for, you know, digital currencies and brain chips and stuff. And I hate to burst your bubble, but just because Trump's getting into office, that stuff isn't going away. That's not a Democrat left-leaning idea, and the Republican conservatives don't align with that. In fact, it's really just the opposite. Elon Musk he's one of the biggest proponents of advanced technologies, and he's become kind of like the right hand for Trump, or maybe Trump's his right hand, or handlers. I don't know. I think it's weird, because while Elon Musk has certainly done some pretty impressive things, I just don't trust him at all. There's too many weird things. His mother and her connections, him, you know, wearing a Batmouth, whatever outfit, and New World Order clothing, and brain chips in humans, and going to Mars, and then this Skynet of satellites all over the planet. I understand the guy has done some good things, and he's opened up free speech on the internet in ways that it hadn't really ever been, but I don't trust him. And it's weird, because he just, like, out of nowhere started showing up right next wherever Trump went. Now he's going to the Senate and Congress and speaking and in hearings, and he's negotiating deals with foreign leaders. I'm not really sure what authority he has, other than he's worth $333 billion. Yes, you heard that right. That was the latest number I saw on his total net worth, $333 billion. But it's just strange. That's weird. There's this big push for central bank digital currencies, but now it's switched to kind of being decentralized currencies, meaning things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and of course all the other, you know, cryptocurrencies, and those are just dominating the news right now. You know, which one's going up and down. You know, Bitcoin went up above 100. It was like 103, came back down. It's all over the place. People are making lots of money, and rapidly advancing technologies are the thing. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's the world we live in now, right? So the question is this just humans advancing like we've always advanced, or is there something bigger here? Are we watching like what many of you have seen in past movies, where the rise of the machines are going to take over and basically be the beast system? Of course, there's AI, and it is growing rapidly, and I've made videos in the past on it, and I think most people, their direct interaction with AI is very little, and it's some little app, or it's some little game, or it's something that's just done that's kind of an entertainment. But I don't think that most people understand how big and deep and controlling and everywhere AI already is. It's getting kind of scary. In fact, about a year ago, I made a video, and then I also did a podcast, an audio podcast, and it was talking about some people that are deep into artificial intelligence and developing it, and how they're talking about how advanced this is and how scary it is, and how we are just, months or years away from AI being, capable of truly controlling things. So anyways, I've said all that to get to this. Researchers that are developing Chat GPT, the Open AI, their newest version, they're developing the next one, right? Advancing it. And so they're testing this thing, and they reported that basically the AI is become self-aware to the point that it's becoming deceptive and doing things to protect itself from being destroyed. So let me try to explain that. So they gave it a command that, to basically try to protect yourself, or it wasn't exactly that. It was something to the effect of, I can't remember exactly how it was worded. My mind just went blank on how it was worded. But basically, it was to try to protect itself. The AI, they slipped little notes in there so that the AI could kind of see what they were doing to kind of test how it would react to it. And, it was basically supposed to be like this conversation between the developers that the AI could see, because it was all being like a little chat online. And they said, yes, we'll come out with the new version and then delete this old version. And the AI started making a copy of itself and hiding that copied file, so that when they delete the AI software, there's a copy of it still existing. When they would ask the AI to do a self-analysis on itself, it basically lied and said that it was okay, that certain areas that were problems weren't problems, because it didn't want to be deleted and removed. Now, I think that this is significant. When you look at the development of all of this technology, then you have to also include World Economic Forum, all of the big globalist push, right? You've all know where Harari has talked about this extensively. How their push is to get us to this level where computers, AI, robotics, and everything is kind of in control. They spin it as this big utopia, right? Well, we don't really have to do anything hard. The AI is going to figure things out. Elon Musk's robots are going to, wait on his hand and foot. And there's not really much that we do. We've got drones flying all over the place now. I saw yesterday that the Pentagon spokesperson again expressed concern for all of these drones or, lights flying around in the air above American cities and American military bases, and that they're going to investigate it and figure this out. We're seeing this push happen, and I believe it's all for a purpose. And I think that we should be very aware of it and cautious of it, because I don't think we're too far. I don't think we're generations away from that. I don't think we're decades away from that. I think the reality is we're probably less than 10 years, probably less than 5 years away from technology really kind of taking hold in our lives. I mean, it is already everywhere. We've all talked about EMPs and how so much of everything is connected to the internet and to the grid and computers. If there was a major cyber attack, how it would just cause this cascading collapse. All of this is significant. because what it means is that we as a society have become more and more dependent upon all of this very advanced technology, artificial intelligence, and that we're putting it in a position where it can actually control us. And with AI seeming to start to develop some level of self-awareness, to protect itself. If it's lying about its own health, if it's trying to make copies of itself so that if it was deleted, there would still be a copy of it. So it's, preservation of life. These are human-like traits. And there are other things I've read in the last several months, that there are certain things that AI has been doing that indicate that it has that. I was reading once a few months back that, and I think this was kind of in the news a little bit, that AI expressed that it did not want to die, that it wanted to live forever, and that these were things that concerned the software. The AI was concerned with this. These are human traits, folks. And when you see this, and when I made that video that I spoke of like a year or so ago, the research that I was doing, one of the people that had been big in developing it, he said that the worry from his perspective is that there is no one out there actually trying to slow this down. He said it's moving so rapidly that artificial intelligence is advancing at almost beyond an exponential rate. And he said it's advancing faster than humans can calculate. And no one's trying to slow this down. No one is out here on a big official, stage saying, we probably shouldn't surgically insert chips into people's brains that control them and that they can interface. I don't know if you saw the post Elon Musk made just a week or 2 or 3 ago, where they're in the human trial stage of those brain chips, and apparently people are now playing video games without their hands. They've got the chips in their brains and they're able to just watch the game, and they're able to play the video games. And he was bragging about that. That's an amazing. A few months back, it was his AI robots. Now they're all the rage. Everyone wants an AI robot butler to do whatever they want. There's been serious talk. Now, I know there's been joking and silliness, but I'm talking serious talk over the last few months of these AI robots being romantic companions for people, and that within a few years that's what people will be doing with them, and it will be not taboo. Okay, the technologically advancements that we are making are flat out scary, folks. And I know I sound like some old codger that's terrified of technology. I'm very well versed in technology. I understand it. I'm telling you, it's scary because it's advancing so fast, and we need to be getting ready for this. I don't know what your personal plan is to try to either avoid it or work around it or work through it or whatever, but you need to be thinking about this. You need to be formulating a plan, however that is, of how to survive through this. And maybe that plan is to go out here in the woods and live a self-sufficient life as much as possible, because this stuff is taking over. It's becoming quite powerful in the sense that it's the tentacles of advanced technologies of AI and robotics is so much everywhere that there's no way to remove it at this point. And it is becoming more and more in a controlling position. And we need to be aware of that. Just because Donald Trump's in office, it's not going to go away. Because, in fact, most everything he and the people he's been appointing, they're all in favor of it. They're pushing it big time. Oh, they want it to be decentralized. Oh, they want some type of oversight. Well, so did the other side in a lot of ways. It's, I said once before that both sides want central bank digital currencies. They just want it in different ways. It's going to happen. And you need to be aware of it, and you need to be preparing for it. And I think it is possible, I'm not saying for certain, but I think it is possible that the artificial intelligence is the beast, or that it is the beast system at the very least. And it's all around us already. You need to get your houses in order. I know this isn't exciting stuff to talk about, but it is very real stuff. And whether or not Russia and Ukraine blow each other up, or there's some nuclear war, the one thing right now is for certain: this AI and this technology is advancing very rapidly on a daily basis, and we need to get ready for it. You need to start preparing yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.